Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to take a look into Kilana. Kilana is a tier 8 Polish tank destroyer. We have a new line into the game. It is as fresh as we can get. We've re-experienced it, or I suppose to say we used the blueprints, doesn't really matter, right? We are going to test out this mother trucker and we will see how this tank will look like in the game. Now, the most important thing, probably every and each of you are curious how this tank armor looks like, and this tank armor is from 240 millimeters thickness up to 260 on the flat ground. If we are talking about the lower plate, it's 160, so even tier 7s can penetrate it without bigger problems whatsoever. But if it happen to be that you are using the gun depression properly, your armor can go up to 280, 290. So it is not that simple to penetrate it unless, well, someone is shooting full gold. So hopefully this is not going to be the case. Anyways, enough of rambling. Let's go into the game. And my first impressions, I played with a tier 10 on the test server. I think it is going to be super hardcore tank to play with. Okay, first things first, what we can instantly notice that the view range doesn't look the finest, and we definitely need to improve our crew and maybe even consider getting optics in those open maps. Now, what is very important feature of the Polish tank destroyers from tier 8 to tier 9 to tier 10 is that the bigger the distances, the less damage you are doing, and this is absolutely disgusting in my opinion. It's such an unreliable mechanic in this game, it's brutal. Plus on top of that, please pay attention how much we can turn our turret, and as you can see, this tank is looking like a kind of a stinker in my opinion, just because the arc of the gun pretty much cannot move. So that seems bad and that seems very weak. But you know what, we are not going to cry about this. We are going to be a big boys and we will try to survive. Kaboom! 514 in the face, because the distance was let's say 300 meters or so. Although this tank can do up to 700 damage, and if you are high rolling 700, you can do 850 or whatever that is, right? So that seems pretty okay, and that seems pretty nice. But once again, a lot of things are depending on the luck and how the things are going to go for us. So, you know, fingers crossed, fellas, fingers crossed. My mission at the moment is just to be relatively greedy and just to try to punish enemies every and each time whenever they are doing something silly. That's all we need to do, and that's what we are going for. One important thing what I figured out playing with those tanks, if it happened to be that you have seen the tank without too much armor, load high explosives. Especially over the bigger distance, right? And the main reason why do I recommend to do that, by the way, the ELC is going to peak here. Why do I recommend to do that is because then it doesn't really matter what is the distance and you can penetrate paper vehicle anyways, right? So, in other words, if you are sniping from the back, probably high explosives are significantly better choice for you. If it happened to be that you are in the front line, obviously without any doubts whatsoever, just go with the standard ammunition or gold ammunition and you are going to be completely alright. And now we are going to say hello for the CLC. This is what we are looking for. This mother trucker, he will try to escape here. That is okay. I am pre-aiming my shot and kaboom. 665. Beautiful pre-aim from our side. We definitely cannot complain about this, and in fact we are feeling pretty happy about that shot. That was very nice and that was good. Okay, what is the next thing what we would love to do? What I want to do, I want to go to the same position where we played before, and I hope that they have someone sitting in the same area. I would guess that enemy LC, there is a big chance that enemy LC is still sitting here, so that being said, I'm going to go for a blind shot. You never know when you hit shots like this, right? So I am willing to take the risk and I'm willing to try to test my luck. By the way, this ELC, sneaky magnificent mother trucker, he is escaping like there is no tomorrow. But you know what? We are feeling alright. We are feeling alright. What is the next step of all of this? I believe that the double penetrator will try to make pressure. Where the penetration goes, 269 with the standards, very good. 302 with a gold, extremely good. It is not bad whatsoever, fellas. That is not bad whatsoever. Meanwhile, AMX is trying to make pressure. We can wait until he is going to get a bit closer just because we can hit him for more damage, and that is very much appreciated as usual, right? It is not a bad thing. Meanwhile, we are trying to escape little by little and step by step. There is the case that this gentleman would try to peek. Kind of a bad reaction from my side, so that means I just simply need to take one for the team. And unfortunately, armor doesn't really work in this situation, right? I would love to say something else, but there is nothing else to say. Also, I would consider using rotation mechanism on this tank because it is turning so slowly, it's not even funny. Meanwhile, you see, I am trying to use my armor to the best of my ability, and luckily we are doing this properly. Luckily, enemies did not figure it out how to penetrate us yet. Let's try to eliminate this gentleman from the game. Beautiful, that is a very nice elimination. Now AMX 51 Honda, we are sitting quite alright, and I think he is on the reload at the moment, right? Can we hit this guy? We can, and this is eye for an eye medal. Yes, so far I am not impressed. Look at this killing cam. No? Did you hit my lower plate, you beautiful, magnificent mother trucker? As you can see, lower plate hit. He has 216 millimeters of penetration, and he slapped us for 100, where our armor is only 158. So it is completely fine, and it is all right. We can't complain about this. Okay, we are back. Unfortunately, with a defeat, but it happens. You can't win them all. This map was actually good for this tank. I am thinking this way. In the very first battle with a Kilana, we have 3.7 thousand damage, 2 kills. I am feeling pretty okay with all of this, and it went pretty fine, fellas. It went pretty fine. Plus, on top of that, we got 35,000 profits as well. I really want to get the big map. I want to get like Prokhorovka or Kempinovka, where we simply physically cannot be aggressive. Okay, we're gaming, I see. Skill? Show how to play with this tank properly. You cannot snipe from the back, so let's get 2 smallest maps in a row. What is next? Mines? Are we going to get mines next? I see how it goes. Okay, you see, that's what I'm saying, fellas. Some of you are thinking, Skill, how are you so good? My father is working in Wargaming. I haven't done absolutely anything. I'm just getting a good maps. What do you want me to say? I'm just getting a good maps, fellas. So, what we are going to do, we are going to take this position right there because we have a very, very sexy bush over there. And with that sexy bush, we should be able to slap every and each mother trucker who is appearing here. Simple as this. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual, just using the vegetation in our advantage and in our favor, right? Let's chill and let's take it easy. Okay, all we are waiting for, we are waiting until someone will get spotted here. I have no doubts whatsoever that, actually, you know what, how about if I would try to spot myself? Not really. You see this apple tree or what that is? Is it apple tree? Yeah, it looks like one. Or orange tree, whatever that is, right? So pretty much it is blocking, the assisting, the viewing range for us. So it is very, very hard to spot for ourselves, and that is fine. Also, this, what? It was in literally the best time possible. What do I mean by saying this? We hit him, but we did not penetrate him. Meanwhile, 500 in the face. We are feeling all right, and unfortunately, we are getting spotted. Huh. Interesting thing. It is okay, we cannot complain about this, we are alright. We are going back to the same position because we can afford it. Ooh, look at this beauty. What do we have? Do you want to peek against me? Oh, what a nice side-scrapping skills. Kudos to you, sir. But 700, that is okay. We cannot complain about that. And now light tank. If I would be you, I would scream and I would run and I would scream and I would run and I would say, why me? 9 in the face, 600. Look, in this situation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are chilling and we are enjoying ourselves. It is not so easy for enemies to do absolutely anything, right? And this is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. Defender, nice try, my man. Oh, nice try, buddy, nice try. I know, unfortunate, horrible, I get it, I've seen it all. Meanwhile, Charioteer is trying to escape. If we will react properly, there is a chance we are going to slap this gentleman just like so. Unfortunately, low roll, but there is nothing what we can change about that. I think potentially we could have eliminated him from the game and we could have sent him straight to the garage. But once again, it is how it is. I'm not going to peek until this guy will be alive. And luckily for us, oh no. You mother trucker, who asked you to? Actually, it is irrelevant. Let's not fix fuel tank at the moment. We are okay. He slapped us for 450 damage. Okay. All we need to do in this situation, we need to be prepared, okay? We just need to slap this guy if he is going to do something silly. And he should be doing something silly soon. Oh, yes. Hello there. Ah, that felt good, fellas. That felt extremely good. In those close maps, I want to highlight that the armor of this tank isn't ideal and the armor of this tank isn't the finest. But in those close quarters, this map, I mean, not only this map, in those close quarter maps, this tank feels actually alright, and I would not say that the tank is the worst tank in the world of tanks. I simply wouldn't be so brave to say it in this way, you know? Because it's not the case. In the close map, you can actually be very powerful and everything is fine, you know? You cannot say that it is unplayable mother trucker, if you know what I mean, right? Okay, meanwhile, what can we do for this SMV? I'm going for him. Let's see how fast of the reaction he has. Not very fast, huh? Not very fast reaction, my man. Enjoy, my man. Not fully rotatable turret and no... You son of the banana. I was feeling like I'm slapping the living crap out of the enemies. You son of the gun. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oi, 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 fellas. Well, unfortunate. Nothing what we can change there. Okay, fellas, we are back, and this time we are winning with a solid ace bunker. Very nice. So, what we learned from all of this, we are killing with this tank and we are slapping with this tank in the maps whenever the distance is relatively close. I do not trust this armor at all. Honestly speaking, armor-wise, this tank is far away from being ideal. But overall, the tank can work, as you can see that yourself. 75,000 credits, obviously most of them are coming from the missions. So far, 3,700 average damage and 0 assisting damage. Okay, I really want to get an open map to see that not everything is so ideal. Let's do this. Okay, fellas, call me hacker. But in this situation, we are not going to snipe from the base. We are going on top of the hill because we are top tiers, right? So we will try to use our gun depression to the best of our abilities, and hopefully we will be able to slap the enemies left, right, and center. Obviously, a quick highlight, sniping with this tank is far away from being ideal. 350 alpha damage each 13 seconds is, okay, each 12 seconds is far away from being ideal and far away from being decent, so, you know, I am not even bothering to do that. And this situation definitely allows us to be a bit aggressive and to be a bit more involved into the game, right? All we need for a full happiness is to take the hill and fight over there. We will try to use our gun depression and hopefully everything will be fine. Also, quick highlight, if you are going for a blind shots, you are going with a blind shots with a high explosive shells. And the main reason why you are doing that, because with high explosive shells, if you are hitting and if you are penetrating, you are still doing this massive 700 damage, right? So I think this is the right way to do the things, and this is the correct way to approach the situation. I want to go for one more because it wasn't the most accurate shot in the game for obvious reasons, so let's try to go once again. And unfortunately, nada. Nothing, fellas. That's okay. We are okay. What do we want to do now? We are just continuing our journey on top of the hill. I want to believe that they have someone sitting in that tiny bush, but once again, you know, we are going to be alright. Oh, wait a second. I am spotted over there. What is the chance that Aladdin spotted me from this position? What is the chance that Mr. Aladdin spotted us? Probably a huge one. Let's go for high explosives because I have a feeling that we can simply penetrate Aladdin without bigger problems whatsoever. Keep pushing back, keep pushing back, keep pushing back, just a bit more. Okay, how high explosives are looking like over the big distance. Whoa, indeed, what? Indeed, my man, indeed, what? 130 in the face with a high explosives whenever you are, let's say, redlining with this tank. Oi, 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 oi. What an unfortunate fate. Okay, how about Aladdin? Aladdin is sitting in very, very bad situation here. He doesn't know that yet, but he is, minus 700 damage. Beautiful. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. I think one more thing what I want to highlight. I think that this line is going to be extremely disgusting for a newer players and who doesn't have so much experience to simply know how to play aggressively with a tank destroyer without turret. So even though the armor is there, even though the armor can definitely work over this tank, I would not say it is a very good beginner-friendly vehicle, if you know what I mean. I would definitely not say that. It's just not the case, right? In other words, beginners will struggle to make this vehicle work and to do something with it. At least that's what I want to believe. Maybe I'm delusional, maybe I'm special, but this is how I feel like. Meanwhile, Sue, since I have... Oh, you are the spotter. Oh, I see how it goes. Okay, so Mr. Aladdin wasn't the one who spotted us. The ELC even was. Okay, that makes sense and that explains a lot of stuff for us. And the accuracy of this tank actually feels pretty bad. Where the accuracy goes, I would not say, oh my baklajanas. You know, I'm not going to say that. It's not like you are going to hit every and each shot. Not a bloody chance. Huh. More I play with this tank, more I think it is more and more and more and more complicated. Does it make sense, fellas? I just feel like it is getting more and more and more complicated. I hate this, how is it called? This arc, how much you can see in front. That seems so bloody bad. It's not even funny how bad that actually is. Okay, right in the butt. I mean, if you are hitting this, I'm taking your my words back about you. But obviously this tank isn't going to do that. How about this? Definitely not a chance. Yeah, that is definitely complicated, fellas. That is definitely complicated. Lorraine, can I penetrate Lorraine with high explosives? 60 or 80? How much do we have? 80. I should be able to. Cupola shot. I mean... Beautiful, 700 in the face. Good, 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 good. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh, that was greedy. Oh, that was greedy. The greed to the maximum, fellas. Oi, 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 how greedy I am. Okay, luckily we survived. Luckily we survived this. I think I supposed to be dead, okay? Where my performance went here, the greediness was overboard, so yeah. Anyways, what do we have? We have ELC with 7 hit points. Let's try to slap him. Well, we hit him for a tracking shot, but that's okay. We helped our team to beat the living crap out of this gentleman, so it is not that horrible and it is not that bad. That is completely fine. Okay, fellas, we got this. We got this. Step by step, little by little, we are going to push this tank to work. Do you see the difference in the matchmaking and in the maps, fellas? How easier it... Oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, I felt maybe, just maybe I can slap him for 300. That would have been fun. That would have been extremely fun to show how the damage looks like over a bigger distance. And by the way, this is one of those maps, if you do not really have a fight on top of the hill, that you will struggle, okay? You will just simply struggle. You can look at this however you want to. It is going to be very, very complicated and it is going to be brutal. But once again, we are okay, and this is extremely good review for this vehicle, fellas. It goes extremely, extremely, extremely well for us. And if you feel like you are not getting enough information in the video, right? Especially today when the new patch came out. Keep this in mind, fellas, that I am going to test every and each tank for some games, right? So if you want to join our party, if you want to see how the tanks are feeling like and how they are looking like, feel free to tune in into our live streams, right? You will see absolutely everything, fellas. Oi, 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 what a game this is. I feel like I need more high explosive ammunition with this tank, because over longer distance, I think high explosives are even better option to shoot, believe me or not. How to deal with this Lorraine? I mean, what is the chance that Mr. Borat is sitting in the same position? Okay. 400 hit points left. I can slap him. Nice. 112 is better than 0, fellas. Keep this in mind. 112 is definitely better than 0. Nice. Lorraine is eliminated. That's beautiful. Now we need to figure out how to do more things for the enemies here. How to punish them. Okay. They do not really have that many hit points left, so in this situation I think all we need to do, we need to simply make a hardcore pressure for them and that's it. I do not really think sniping is the right choice. One out of 2 tracks is fixed. Get going. Scorpion is sitting right there. and board. Ay. It's okay. It is not going to be that bad and that complicated, fellas. Maybe we will get a bit of the assisting damage and whatnot. Obviously, this killing cam is actually very, very nice. I cannot complain about that, and this is all right, fellas. This is all right. Okay, let's see the score. And we are back. 1.6 thousand damage, 900 assisting damage. In the open maps, this tank is going to be pain in the butt, honestly speaking. Open maps is, in my opinion, they are going to be a killer for this tank. Indoor maps or close maps or corridor maps, it is going to be okay. Also, our light did a bloody great job. So, all in all, fellas, what do I think about this tank? I'm not going to raid the vehicle yet, that's for sure. I need to play some games in order to figure out what do I feel like and what is the proper equipment setup to use on the vehicle. Our performance today, or our session, I supposed to say, it's close to 3.1 thousand average damage and 300 assisting damage. Very good session, but I was super duper hyper turbo lucky with the map, so, you know, there is nothing to say about that. Anyways, thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.